Hello everyone, this is Doe welcoming you back to another Sword of Convallaria video. Season 2 of the Tower of Adversity is finally here, along with Rico, so today I'll be sharing the Rico build I used in Stage 6 of the upper level to give you a better idea of what she can really do. Now, I haven't fully optimized my tower run yet, but one thing's for sure, AoE and knockbacks are absolutely key this season, which is where Rico really shines. And if you stick around, I'll also be showing you a not-so-secret Off Meta DPS pick that managed to dish out 4.5 million damage in just 3 rounds. So, without further ado, let's jump right in. Just briefly, this season's Stage 6 upper level plays very similarly to last season's tower level against Tranquillo. The devs have added new skills to the main character, and personally, I found landmines, spatial collapse to pull enemies together, magician fantasy to boost AoE damage, and gale infusion to increase all allies' movement to be the most useful. Keep in mind, this was my very first run, and it's not fully optimized yet. I'll leave it to the community to come up with their own refined strategies. That said, you'll definitely need AoE DPS units, defensive DPS units, and characters who can travel long distances. You'll be constantly delivering goods for extra points to power the main character's skills while also protecting them. Remember, every time the goods take damage, the main character takes damage too.
Yo! 攻めるか守るかお前の一手は火を見るに瓶素晴らしいお前らは僕が包囲したビビったよなイケてると思ってんの遊んでみる敵軍を蹴散らすぞ一斉にかかってくるがいい
それで私にどうしてほしい？
出番か？
攻めるか守るかお前の一手よーいお前を鼓舞してお前らは僕が包囲した遊んでみる
敵軍を蹴散らすぞ敵を叩き潰す
それで私にどうしてほしい？
出番か？
手助けに感謝する愚か者めさあ変化を見届けるとしよう火を見るに瓶素晴らしいお前らは僕が包囲した朝飯前
やり敵軍を蹴散らすぞ鮮やかな式だ
それで私にどうしてほしい？
出番か？
攻めるか守るかお前の一手お前らは僕が包囲した
敵軍を蹴散らすぞ総崩れになるがいい敵を叩き潰す
それで私にどうしてほしい？
出番か？
今度
攻めるか守るかお前の一手お前らは僕が包囲したびっくりしちゃったかな遊んでみる
敵軍を蹴散らすぞ一斉にかかってくるがいい
それで私にどうしてほしい？
出番か？
攻めるか守るか、お前の一手。木を見るに敏、素晴らしい。
お前らは僕に
遊んでみる？
消え
ああ、
敵軍を蹴散らすぞ。一斉にかかってくるがいい。
それで私にどうしてほしい？許さない。
出番か？
Rico is a defender from the Drifter and Aggression factions. Her trait, Most Formidable Boss Rico, grants her block and jump, and she's also immune to frosty tiles. Her physical attack and HP scale with her star level, and if she ever enters an injured state, she recovers a portion of her HP a set number of times. Her main mechanic, Fur Rage, stacks to increase her critical rate and critical damage up to a maximum of 8 stacks. Hitting that max unlocks her ultimate move, Dragon Roar, an instant wide area AoE attack with a guaranteed critical hit and a boosted skill multiplier. After using her ultimate, she enters Quiet Mode, during which she can't gain any Fur Rage stacks. This lasts 2 turns, but if she regains Fur Rage while under an extra attack buff, Quiet Mode's duration is reduced by 1 turn. Her Astral Imprint weapon, Dragon Rise Hammer, is hands down the best choice for Rico. It boosts damage from AoE attacks, strikebacks, and preempts for every target hit, while also increasing the number of strikebacks and preempts by 1. On top of that, it grants lifesteal, making it a perfect fit for her aggressive frontline playstyle. For her trinket, Crystal Burst armor works extremely well, giving her even more durability as she tears through enemies. I went with a sword plus wand engraving for the added attack and defense, which is ideal for a roaming build where she's constantly cutting down hordes. If you're more concerned about survivability, especially if you plan to send her solo into enemy packs, a sword plus cup engraving paired with Maverick's cloak might suit you better. For her tarot, the Magician is a great match for her playstyle, letting her take advantage of her abilities more efficiently. And finally, her rank 13 Ascension skill, Valiant Vanguard, increases the damage she deals based on the number of enemies around her while also reducing the damage she takes, perfect for those moments when she's surrounded. Jumping into her skill tree, at rank 1 I'd activate Charge Pursuit for the extra HP. Personally, I find Warrior of Frost a bit too conditional, so I'd only pick it if you can consistently take advantage of its effects. At rank 3, I'd prioritize the Milk Power boost. It's crucial for her tanking build and especially useful in stages where you need to hold the battlefield for several rounds, like in stages 1 to 5 of this season's Tower of Adversity. I haven't used much of Hammer Smash simply because Rico has much better offensive skills. At rank 5, prioritize Never Give Up, though you might still want to activate both skills since she's built as an offensive AoE defender DPS. At rank 7, go for Hammer Time. This skill gives her a versatile choice of AoE attack ranges, which complements her ultimate Dragon Roar perfectly. Try to Make Me Mad is also a great pick if you're building her more for tanking. At rank 9, No Escape is a must. It plays right into her strengths of AoE damage and knockbacks. On the other hand, Critical Strike feels completely out of place here, as it's her only single target skill and doesn't align with her kit. Finally, at rank 11, I'd activate both skills for the extra attack stats. World's My Oyster is hands down the best Drifter aura in the game right now, and Crackling Sparks is a fantastic passive that synergizes beautifully with her mechanics and knockback playstyle. As for her skill slots, No Escape and Never Give Up are her mainstays. In the previous battle, I ran World's My Oyster, Crackling Sparks, and Hammer Time to boost her damage output and take advantage of collision damage, something that worked perfectly with the map and battle design. For a solo tanking build, where you want to send her into hordes of enemies without much outside support, I'd swap in Try to Make Me Mad and Milk Power instead. This keeps her survivability high while still letting her unleash wide-range AoE damage through Dragon Roar. For a counter-tank build, especially if you're pairing her with another tank. I'd sacrifice the leader aura output and go for a more versatile AoE option with hammer time. Of course, this is all subjective and heavily dependent on the battle design, so your best setup might vary from map to map. Let me know in the comments what your favorite builds are for Rico. Since you've made it this far into the video, here's some bonus content. A showcase of an off-meta DPS that's been largely overlooked in Discord's meta chat, Nydia. I've been running her on the test server for a while now, and her burst AoE DPS build has proven incredibly useful on so many maps. For this build, I equipped her with Trill for excellent tile control, and Deathbird's Wings to boost both her survivability and movement range. Her main combo revolves around her ultimate Death Sentence, paired with Rain of Arrows and Cloud of Black Feathers for massive area damage. Her Ascension skill focuses on survivability, so if you're running her purely as a DPS, you don't need to prioritize activating it. For weapons, I chose the Longbow of Martyrs since she tends to attack more than once per round, and paired it with the Breath Concealing Ring, which perfectly complements her mechanics and greatly amplifies her burst potential. I went with a Sword plus Wand engraving for the extra attack and defense, and the Magician Tarot, specifically for the next fight, since in this map, hordes of enemies never truly die, making the otherwise devastating Devil Tarot less effective. In Stage 6, lower floor of the Tower of Adversity, Nydia single-handedly dealt almost 4.5 million total damage in just 3 rounds against the boss. I'd like to credit Japanese content creator Shao for the team composition and act again strategies. I'll include their link in the description. I made only a small tweak to the party movements to ensure the Papal Guard survives the boss's mark. One very important note. Whoever you choose to tank the initial hit, each round must be healed immediately, even if they're already at full HP. Because of this, the placement of both your tank and healer needs to be very strategic. I also tested Nydia's damage over time build with Frostbite, which performs better in single boss scenarios. However, I personally prefer direct damage over DOT whenever possible in those situations. It's faster, cleaner, and more reliable for finishing the job. So that's all for today on Rico Stage 6 of the Tower of Adversity and our surprise Nydia showcase. I'll be diving deeper into the Tower of Adversity in a separate video, so keep an eye out for that. Let me know in the comments if you're excited to build Rico, or if you're aiming for that top 100 spot this season. This is a sponsored video, so if you haven't downloaded Sword of Convallaria yet, please do so using the link in the description. It really helps support the channel and lets me keep bringing you more content like this. As always, stay cool, stay crispy. This is Doe signing off. See you in the next video.